I want y'all to listen to this because there's some serious accusations against Boosie. It just came across my YouTube. Shout out to Ticket TV. That's one of my biggest notifications that I get. But I want y'all to listen to what this girl described and how she described it, and then I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on it. But listen to what this girl say about Boosie. Let me know in the comments. I'm ready to tell my story how I was sodomized and raped by the rapper that goes by the name of Boosie. This took place when I was 5 years old. He dated my mother back around the 2000s. And now she say she was 5 years old, so that's young. But listen to how she described what he did, and it just this I'm talking this some serious stuff and some serious allegations. And I want to say this before I'll play the rest of the video. If this lady is lying, she need to get what she trying to have done to this man, because this is serious, man. This ain't nothing to play with, and it's just sad and it's serious, man. But this is nothing to play with. But listen to how she described what this man did to her. And this is all allegedly. And I hope, man, I pray to God that this dude didn't go here. And man, it's just sad. Just listen to this. And he was a very violent person, what I can remember. He was very nice to me in the beginning, and it went about him coming around a few times after the fact, and he started to act like a different person. One night, my mother was asleep, and he came in and he started to abuse me. Then around that time, I actually can remember I was sleeping. It was midnight. It was dark. I was sleeping in my bed at my grandfather's house, and I can remember him sexually assaulting me, and he was on top of me. He was on top. He was on top of me, and I cried, and I kicked, and I screamed, and I told him to stop. He kept raping me. He wouldn't stop, and I can remember him whispering in my ear that I would never have a true love. He would always be my first love. I can remember me biting him, kicking, screaming for him to get off of me. I was having seizures. I can remember this man leaving me on the floor covered in blood. He left my grandfather's house and left me covered in blood, passed me a towel, told me that I had to clean so I can clean myself. He cleaned himself. He gave me a towel for me to clean myself. And I can remember him leaving the house. I was so tired. I had to crawl to my mother, covered in blood, to get help. He ruined bonds. He ruined my. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now she saying her mother was in the house. She was kicking and screaming, having seizures, bleeding, and all type of stuff, man. I'm talking about that's a nasty picture to paint about somebody, and man, for one, she need to be questioning her mother, uh, if that happened. And like I say, this is all allegedly, if that happened, but that's a horrible picture to paint a nigga in because man, I'm telling you, man, those type of allegations, man, I'm talking about, especially if a guy is innocent. If a guy is innocent and you put, especially something like this, man, like this is like this is nasty work right here. This nasty work right here, man. Man, and I'm not finna judge dude, you know, but just to even say stuff about people like this, man, this change, this, man, this tear people down, man. And, like this right here, this like ripping, especially if you ain't done nothing like this, man. This can rip the soul out your body, man, just to think that there's people out here that will go this far to say stuff like this and do things like this, man, to destroy your name, man, to destroy your character. Now if he did it, whatever happened to him, whatever he lose, whatever happened to him, he deserved it. But I really, man, it's just hard. It's just hard to believe, man, and hard to accept. And I'm not saying that it's not possible because it's possible, man. But the way she describing it, she's saying, her mother was in the house, her mother didn't hear nothing, and all of that. So that's another person who needs to be questioned is her mother because man, it's ugly right here, man. I'm talking about this ugly, ugly for Boosie. And I hope one, I'm hoping it ain't true. And I don't get nothing out of it not being true. Uh, but I would hate to see this not be true and somebody just did that. I'm talking about, man, this would be like one of the most evil. But it's people out here that's this evil. I'm telling you, there's people out here that's evil like this, man. It's people out here that hate you. They'll send somebody to do this to you. And like I say, I'm hoping this ain't real. Man, I'm hoping this ain't real. But if it is, I hope she get the justice she deserves, man. Like I say, man, but this one right here, man, this a hard pill to swallow right here because, if it ain't true, it's sad to see what people will do to you and how much hate and evil it is in this world, man. Which we already know this world is evil, man. I see it every day, man. Just sitting up watching these videos and stuff like that. That's why I have to watch what I say, man. I have to check myself a lot of times, man. Sometimes, man, you have to look at yourself, man, and make sure your background is clean enough to even be speaking on certain stuff, man. But personally, I could speak on this because I had a situation like that. It wasn't what they claim he did, man, but uh, this is one of the reasons stuff like this and allegations like this, when I look back at my life, this is one of the reasons, man, I thank God every day and I appreciate God. And I know how much God covered me and how much God was looking out for me when I wasn't looking out for myself, when I was stupid and I was out in these streets doing stuff, man, because situations like this with the way the world is right now, it's so easy to get caught up in some mess like this. But you know, my thing is, man, man, these allegations, man, how she was describing that, man, and what she was saying, like grape is one thing, but a 5-year old girl, man, how she said he was, and the stuff he said to her, and she was having seizures and all of that. You know, I just can't believe that, man. And I refuse to believe that. It's because I don't want to believe nothing like that. But the picture she just painted in our heads is disgusting, you know. And even if it didn't happen, which I'm hoping that this didn't happen, that's something you can like embed, like, you know what I'm saying, you could tattoo that in somebody's mind, and they could be, when they see this dude, that'll pop up first, and you will have to remind yourself, well, this didn't really happen, but why would she do that? Why would she say that? You know, but it's evil people out here. I'm telling you, I done dealt with stuff like this before, man. And people will say this type of stuff about you. I ain't had to deal with nothing this crazy. But these females out here, when they get evil, man, they get evil, man. Ain't nothing worse than the evil black woman. And I'm telling you, ain't nothing worse than the evil woman, period. But I'm telling you, man, a black woman in her feelings and her emotions, man, shoot, man, she don't care. I was just watching a video today to where a black woman, got mad at her son, called the police on him, and told the police that he pulled a gun on her. So the police pull up with the guns drawn. You know, this dude ain't number like 18, 19 years old. His mama done called the police on him because she mad at him for some reason, and told she want him out of her house. But she called the police and said he had a gun, and he was threatening her with a gun. When they pulled up with the guns drawn, ready. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, well, he ain't really got, when they pull up, she tell them he ain't really got no gun. I just was calling that, telling y'all that so y'all can get here faster. And so they locked her up because they saying, you know, you playing, you know, he could have been reaching for his wallet or something like that, and we could have shot him because you'd have told us he had a gun. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, man, I'm telling you, man, an emotional woman, especially a black woman, can be real evil. So I'm hoping this situation is not true with Boosie. Man, I'm praying to God that this ain't true, man. But these serious allegations, man. These are some serious allegations, but it's people out here that just that evil will do that to you. So I'm praying that is not true, and I'm praying if she get caught, she get what she deserve. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Leave a comment. Hit that like, subscribe button.